Hi neighbors, I'm Ed Barfuss, and I really wanted to be here tonight, but I'm at a family reunion in Texas, and so I made this video to explain a little bit why I would like to be your state delegate. It all started back in 1964 when I campaigned for Barry Goldwater, but I want to limit my remarks to just the last 3 years because I want to show you that I share your values of limited government and local control. I have worked very hard the last 3 years to get individuals elected who share your values. Now, 3 years ago, I got involved in Highland City politics, and we turned things around. 2 years ago, I got involved with the Alpine School District school board races, supported 4 different candidates. We won 2 of the seats. Did you know that the budget for the Alpine School District is 50 times larger than the Highland City budget? And I realized at that point that we needed a governor who understood education and could help us regain local control. Did you know that the state school board and a county commissioner sided with Geneva to transfer $360 million from Alpine School District revenues over to a developer so he could to help clean up the Geneva site? In November, I opposed the school bond because it was for $210 million for 5 years. That would take the city of Highland 30 years to pay off that bond. While people were talking about it, I put together a banner, posted it in 3 different cities, and we made a difference there. We made a statement at least. I believe that Ken Irie is right. We need to draw a line somewhere. I just prefer to draw the line close to home. I want to be a state delegate because I believe that the most important race in Utah is the governor's race. I believe that's even more important than our senatorial race. With the right governor, we can regain local control over education. I have attended 3 delegate training sessions, and I also went to the first ICAUCUS debate. And at that debate, 3 of the candidates asked me to evaluate how they did in their debate. Gary Herbert is a really nice guy, but he's a practical politician, which means he accepts federal money with all the strings attached. Morgan Philpott, on the other hand, is a very principled person. He understands the Constitution and understands constitutional principles. Ken Sumption is a CPA. He understands budgeting. Would do a marvelous job with the state budget. David Kirkham, he's a businessman, and he understands the problem with government regulations. He is also, I believe, similar to Chris Christie and Scott Walker in his approach to government. I would welcome any input from any of you relative to any of these gentlemen. The jury is still out, but I am forming some opinions. After the election 2 years ago, I went around and gathered up a bunch of signs and made it memorial to the political process. I believe that we need to be involved and that we need to be actively engaged in our government. So as you can see, for the last 3 years, I have worked hard to get candidates elected who share our same values of limited government. And I will continue to do that as your state delegate.